Alrighty then. Welcome back to Doki Lecture Club. Of course, before we get into the video, if you enjoy the video, while like button, enjoy my content, my subscribe button, and of course, step to date with all my favorite content, hit the notification bell. In the last video, well, pretty much the same exact thing. Getting close to Yuri, then all the other girls, because I don't give a shit about all the other girls. Yeah, and that's the fastest way to talk about this, so let's get back straight into it. I'll see you in the game. See you there. Okay, so a little something from editor me here. I do just want to point this out that this video does contain stuff on the topics of, well, depression and all that type of stuff, so if you are not into that type of stuff, or of course you've had previous encounters with it, and of course if stuff talking about this brings you back up, I would highly suggest skipping this. Well, I'll be putting up a timestamp around the time where it happens. If you don't like it, I would highly suggest skipping it, because of course it's not a good it's not a good thing, and well, I'm just making it easier for everyone. So yeah, I just want to put that out there before we get in the video. I will, well, no, see you in the video. See you then. Okay, I think this is what I got up to. At least, I haven't touched anything, but I think this is what I got to last time. I think it's the one reason with the most common sense. I trust to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe it? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believed you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to come into my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. I've gotten pretty used to handling it at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm joking. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking her, I simply tell her I'm coming over. Much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I'm knocking the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume... Oh... I might have to put a trigger warning here. Because if I'm right, this could be bad. Trigger warning, if you... You probably saw the start of the video. If it's a trigger warning there, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen that, if you don't like anything that comes to like certain manners of, oh, how to put it? I don't know how to put it without YouTube demonetizing me. Well, not demonetizing, but absolutely shadow banning me to hell and back. Hurting oneself, if you get what I mean. I had to put this warning a lot throughout White Day. Sadly, it is also in this game, just a little bit. I can't remember if it's now or not, but if it is, then you know. So, if it is, I might have like some text on board saying, hey, if you don't like the type of content, skip it now. I'll also put, if like I said, if if it is actually a thing, I do also have it at the very beginning of the episode. Then of course it will also be there, where I'll put like the timestamp, but I will also put it here as well. I might even put it in the comments. I don't know. So yes, so as soon as she's opening her room, it's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I headed up to her bedroom where I finally found her. Sayori? Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck. Oh. I don't have to put a trigger warning now. Yay. Thank fuck for that. Hi, Nagito. I sit down in her room. Sayori forced a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Zero's room is as messy as it's always been. I always recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? So yeah, I had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me it's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, well, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica too? Of course, but I'm just helping her along. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and you then? Yep. Yep. It sounded like I did a yip, like a fox or something like. Yep. There's more silence between us. She always stares in a random direction. The thing about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I'll finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? She always smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Nagito. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! Grab Sayori by the soldiers. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. Just tell me already. Until I know, I will be stop thinking about it. She already gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Nagito, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayora? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Nagito? Because I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Oh, never mind, I'm gonna have to pop a different trigger warning. Fucking brilliant. Oof. About depression this time. Oh, yeah. Yay. So I'm probably gonna have to put a different trigger warning about if, stuff like talking about depression and whatnot kinda makes it come back. I'm gonna have to put it back on. So I'm just gonna have to do a different one to what I did to White there. Yay. Why? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worry about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sylvia kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sylvia? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Nagito. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want it so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. And then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Nagito, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the leisure club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't stand, and now you came here and made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Now thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Nagito. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just the bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Nagito. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remains at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Nagito, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all very scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Nagito. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm being in pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, I completely fucking 180 that, or 360 that. And it's for the Nagito thanks, Sayori. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, it's what I want. I promise. I think that would be a nice thing. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. 4 days. This has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at our house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good for me today. You understand, right? Ah, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Bow bow. I say goodbye to Azuria and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Yuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. I'm definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. I'd known I would have reassured you and heard more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I think of that for some reason. It should become a science to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought lots up with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Bum bum. I take you to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously. It makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed in my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, I'll be even more embarrassing. Wait, look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I was thinking. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to find an experience that'll leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to figure out that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, no. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That's made me feel relieved and kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see, You rummages through a bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I have to have these in my bag. Shopping. I don't understand shopping. I really don't. Because I know that's like typically like a girl thing. It's like, oh yeah, let's go shopping, girls. I don't get it though. I don't get what's so fun about going shopping. For me, it'd be what I think something I would get is if I bought a new game or if I bought a new book. That's about it. Other than that, like most girls will just go out, not buy anything, but yet they have a really fun time. It's like, why? You didn't buy anything. It was a waste of time. Like, you probably wasted fuel going shopping. Um, you wasted pretty much most of your time going shopping, and you could have been doing other things. And I don't get it. Maybe someone just needs to explain it to me. I just don't get it. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that water in though? Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herb you choose, You can change the mood of the air itself. You can feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout out through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Believe me, I've smelt jasmine. It didn't do fuck all for me. But to be fair, I feel like when it comes to like smelling stuff, it doesn't really affect me. That's why probably aromatherapy does not bloody help. Because like I smell a lot of things, and there's been times where somebody smells something and go, "Oh, this smells really good." I smell it, I'm like, "Ew." It could just be my sense of smell though. I don't know. Where it's just like I smell it and I'm like, "Ew." But to be fair, I do pick up on smell before most people. Because I know there are times where it's like I'm smelling, like burning or something like that. You might think, oh, you're gonna have a shock then. No. But typically I smell burning before anyone else. And it turns out to be usually, because I said this isn't my job by the way, I'll be on the bar when I smell this. And usually it's either the grill from the kitchen or it's someone smoking from outside that I can smell. So it's like I can just smell it. So it could just be I have a very strong sense of smell, and that's why if people put candles near my nose, it goes terribly. I think the only scent which my nose actually likes is I think vanilla. Weirdly enough, I think it's only that. I think every other smell puts me off. I don't know why. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoy herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. I actually have an origami animal in my bedroom. It's a frog. I think that's considered to be one of the more easier origamis to make. But I actually do have one from my time in college. Because I think we did Japanese culture as an extracurricular activity because we had to choose one. And so I chose that one because I was like, but in fact, I chose two. One was cold cases, and the other was Japanese culture. Because at the time, cold cases was apparently like pretty much full, and they were seeing if they could potentially slot people in. So for me, I made a backup just in case, and I put myself up for Japanese culture as well. Thankfully, they were both on different days, and I think they're both. I think pretty much when cold cases ended, that's when the Japanese culture started. So I was doing fine, even if it turns out I was in both, which I did. Ended up in both. It was very fun. Cold cases was fun, and so was Japanese culture. Um, but it wasn't actually Japanese culture where we learned origami. I'm pretty sure I still have my book, where we would have to write like actual Japanese phrases or like learn Japanese words and whatnot. Because I think in our first lesson we got this like little uh like it's like little paper thing, and on one side it said in English like hello, my name is you know da 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 da. Still haven't even said what my name is. I don't plan on being that anytime soon. Maybe in the future, but not right now. And then on the other side was basically hello, my name is da 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 da, but in Japanese. So it was like konnichiwa, watashi wa, like that type of stuff, like stuff like that. It was quite a fun one to be fair. I remember my name Oh god, my last name was so bad. I remember looking at it thinking, I feel like I'm getting... I feel I'm getting bullied by the Japanese here. I'm not even joking. I literally looked at it and went, am I getting bullied here? Because the word for my last name is very similar to a different language. Well, like I said, it's but in that different language, it's completely different meaning. And I was like, is the Japanese trying to bully me here? Because of how my last name is. How dare you? But, and I was like, I actually want to make sure that this is actually how you actually say my name in Japanese. Searching up, turns out, yes, it is. But of course, I think the only thing that was wrong with it, from what I remember, was on the actual paper, it said my first name and then last name, whereas typically in Japanese culture, it's last name, then first name. So technically, it should have been the opposite way around, like Konnichiwa, Watashi wa, it should be my last name and then my first name, but yeah. Because if you went because let's put it this way, if you read that out loud to a Japanese person, they would have thought my first name is my last name, and my last name is my first name. That is what they would have thought. That's one thing I do know about Japanese culture. Is how they say names is different to English. They swap it over. They like to be unique, I guess you could put it. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun extracurricular activity. Got to learn a bit about Japanese culture. We actually got to learn certain words as well. I'm not going to repeat any of them because I can't be asked. Because we learned a lot of it. We also did numbers and whatnot. I think the other one that I am going to say is because it is very, very similar to the English word. And it's because, like I said, when the Japanese language came to be fruition, some of these words were not part of their language. But neither was it in English either. So of course, when English got it, Japanese went, fuck it, we're just going to steal that word and just make it into our language. It was cybersecurity. Yeah, cybersecurity is literally just cybersecurity in Japanese. It is not any different. I looked it up. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What would those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Won't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this year. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get the intent as you put it. You're good on for red cheeks. Is it just me or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marking hand, Nagito. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Well, actually, I do want to stop on this. The paper that we had, that we used, was not the digital Japanese paper where you write downwards. It was not that. We would still write, like how we normally do, which is like from left to right, not from up to down. It was left to right. I would do that. To be fair, I feel like for Japanese culture, I think it should have been. I think this is what they should have done. Not for comedic reasons, but because, like I said, it's Japanese culture. So the books that we had should have actually been back to front. That is what I think, personally. But yeah, I can't do anything about it. Sitting on the floor together, two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Ouch. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into a bad one's bar, pulls out a pocket knife. She has a pocket knife? Eh? Knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinged blue. Question, why the fuck does she have a blade? That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You don't think it's weird? Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Like, thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? There's nothing I'm worthless. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's the actual thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I gotta know that. Yeah. In the UK, we cannot have any sort of fucking knife. Well, to be fair, we can actually have a knife, but the knife has to be like a certain type of knife. So it's a bit the knife that we can have is like a pocket knife, but it's pretty much shitter. That's the only type of, I guess you could say, knife we can have on us. It's like shitty, like shit like that. We literally cannot even carry like a normal pocket knife. Not even like one of those like utility ones, where it's like you get like like screwdrivers, all that type of stuff. You can't like if you're just going out, not going to a job or whatnot, you legit cannot carry that. You can't even carry that. You can't carry like a Swiss Army knife. You can't carry that. You can't carry a pocket knife. You can't carry one of the utility things or whatever you call them. I don't remember. Yeah, so for me, I would love to be able to carry around a pocket knife. I just can't. And to be fair, I would rather not carry around the type of knife that we can carry because it is complete shit. So I don't even bother. And for anyone who thinks like, oh yeah, us in the UK can carry pocket knives. By law, you cannot carry it. You can look this up. I did as well. I was like, can you carry a pocket knife around here in the UK? And the retriever said, no. Just because the police have seen it and they haven't done anything to you does not mean they should be going around and just not doing anything to you. Technically, it is classed as illegal. So just because the police didn't do anything to you, because you had one, does not mean it is not illegal. There are many things that is considered illegal to which the police do not care about. For example, you literally cannot have a dash cam on your window, on your front mirror, in your car. That is technically illegal. It's like one of those dangly things that you have in the cars. Those are technically classed as illegal. And there are a lot of things that we have in our cars or that we do in our daily life which we break the law with. Because it is just sadly a normal thing. It's just that most times police do not do anything for it. So most likely, especially if you're in an area where it's got high crime, most likely the police aren't going to give a shit if you have a pocket knife. Because they're going to be like, you're in a high crime neighbourhood, you're going to need that bloody knife to defend yourself. So they're probably not going to care if you have it around. But typically they also say make sure it cannot be seen. Because like I said, they can stop and search you. So yeah, fun. Did I say this? I can't remember. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. Gotta know that. It is, isn't it? You relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. Yep, because like I said, that is actually how you're supposed to hand over a knife. For anyone who goes, well, I just pass it over by the handle, you are a twat. Because let's put it this way, if you accidentally go too far, you can stab the person, or when you're handing it over, if you drop it, and you are not holding it by the knife, most likely the knife part will stab him in the foot. That's why typically when you are handing over a knife, even later this is actually standard procedure in a restaurant. When you hand over a knife, like a steak knife, you are actually supposed to hand it over by the knife segment, so it means the customer can hold it from the handle. And then when you're carrying it, so for example, if a customer's asked for a steak knife, and they're like in, I don't know, they're on like table 65, which is like far away from the kitchen, when you grab that steak knife, you have to put it by your side throughout that entire fucking journey. Why? Because if you accidentally drop it, yes, even though yes you are holding it by the handle, the knife is not going to get to you. It is mostly going to go straight down and hit the floor. It isn't going to hit your foot. And in most case scenarios, it is not going to hit another person. Because, let's put it this way, it would be very hard for someone to be literally underneath you when you have that knife. Especially where you're holding the knife as well. Because if anyone tries to go past you, they're probably going to end up barging into you. But, yeah. Some nice tips and whatnot, I don't give a fuck. Some of you probably knew that. Some of you probably didn't even know that. Like what? There was literally one person that worked with us that didn't even know how to make coffee. And if you want to laugh at that, you can. And if you want to comment anything, go ahead. It is the truth. They did not know how to make coffee. It was laughable. They were that shit. Literally, I'm not even joking. Their job was literally to stand there and scrape plates. That is all that they were there for. They did not do anything else. They didn't touch, well, they pretty much did not touch anything else. They just stood there and scraped plates because they were that shit and stupid. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness. I feel the point of the knife in my index finger. Technically you can do that, but typically you shouldn't really be doing that. Typically you should be doing that against like something like maybe like a paper. Ow! Nagito, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Yeah, they are actually knives. Because what? Typically, funny enough, Japanese knives are considered to be extremely sharp. Because what I think, well, at our house, we actually have a set of Japanese knives. They are that sharp that you literally have to put them into a cover. That is how sharp they are. They are sharp fuckers. So that's why typically, when you are not allowed to put those types of knives just straight into the jaw without the cover on, because they can, if you accidentally, if you accidentally touch the blade inside, it's going to hurt like a bitch. It can cut through skin like paper. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She says I noticeably fidgets. If you skirmish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Yes, because I don't know if this is actually true, but it's considered like the enzymes in your mouth can actually help heal a wound. But I feel it on curl around my finger. Oh god, imagine that. Oh, for me, no, ew, no, ugh. Get it away from me. Actually, even though I love Yuri as a character in this game the most, I do not like that part. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I was thinking, Yuri lowers her head and her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most bad thing I've ever done. Why can't I do something like that? I'm sorry. Uh, sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Yeah. She doesn't look bad. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? I'm like, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Nagito, did you really just do that? No, not even. Yuri just looks at me like I dig something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. So weird, Nagito. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. Just a tiny cut. Look, it's all just in. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. It's relieving. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activity. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. I just noticed I talk too much during Doki. I need to stop. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this year. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items you had asked me to buy was a... Oh god. Oh, my thoughts time, I think. One of the items you had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fixing those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? Coming right up. I'll be right back in a minute. Or maybe a month. Who knows? Thank you very much. And just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Do. Taking years of advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri, quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. It's off wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. She gave something. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner. Start with the colours for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. You smiles me, if you say so. After we out the banner, you and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. You uses a brush, and there's a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. God, do not remind me. I hated those. It is relaxing. No, it's fucking not. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even you and I are quite different. I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you would understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time causing my head to bump into hers. Get. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift up my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to care for me. It's not your fault. Ah, if it is. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paid on you. So it's totally my fault. I'll get it done that way. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, cute. Cute, cute. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Nothing wrong. It's hot, I just didn't fix it. Hold on. I didn't want to use cold water. When finished, I started to reach out my hand. But Yuri suddenly held my wrist. Wait, huh? Just further on. Oh wow, she actually does have her hand actually on. Well, that's not with the wrist, that's more of the arm. Because you can't actually see that when the text box is probably up. I think in the text box was small, you probably could see it, but with it, being big for me, because I can't see shit, you can't see it. But still, it feels really nice. Uh, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Is that hand? Yeah, it actually is still on there. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, so many good photo ideas. So many good thumbnails. Yes. She looks into my eyes. It's the intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in her days, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space that. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up a brush again, but her movements seem clumsier and she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but will that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the class before I think starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. His hair looked like he'd had it over. So I want to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, you think so. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done right. Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understood why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Ba-do-doo. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me over today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait, I can't say that without thinking. About today, it's found out we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. I said above my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Nagito. Yuri takes a step closer to me, and barely squeezes my hands. Fucking hell! Too close. Close your eyes. Fuck off. Back off. I was kind of scared the shit out of me. I didn't expect the camera model to be that up close. I kind of like that about you. Well, How am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance that suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Nagito. Sayori? Just now we won't. It's not okay, Nagito. I just stopped by to say hi. Um, well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so sounds fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yes, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good Paris, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried cleaning my room. My imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you make such good things. That's all that matters to me. Tears had to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this to make Nagito? I'm supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Nagito. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sarah looks away. But I hand told her to reassure her. I'm scared, Nagito. I'm really scared. I'm scared of Toyota. I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Toyota. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this myself. Nagito. I like it so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slammed my hand down Sayori's and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori? I love you all. You will always be my dearest friend. I'm gonna be a dickhead here, and that's why I'm going to leave it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and next time we'll be seeing what I choose for Siona, and we'll determine what happens. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Well, actually no, I'll see you next time. See you then.